All right, man, we back. Goodfellas Sports TV in the building. And yesterday, they unveiled the top 10 of the NFL Top 100. And let me say this first. NFL Network is garbage. I haven't watched it in years. At one point, it was a good network, but, man, they can just throw the whole network away, man. That morning show is like, man, you talking about emasculation. Feminine. It's just like sweet. I'll just use that. It's a very, very sweet show. The Schrager guy and the other dude, they just look like they look like they go, man, the other way. I don't want to see no female, no beta males talking about no football, man. So there's really nowhere to watch good football talk. Skip and Shannon, they suck. All they do is talk about the Cowboys. And ever since Shannon trashed Colin Kaepernick, I turned it like he just turned into like Whitlock for a minute. And then first take is just I just don't watch it no more. It's trash. So only show I can watch is NBC Pro Football Talk, and they hanging on by a thin thread by keeping Chris Sims on there. But they rank Lamar Jackson number 1 and rank Patrick Mahomes like number 4. I put the top 10 list up there, and they had Lamar Jackson, Russell Wilson, Aaron Donald, Patrick Mahomes, and Michael Thomas was in their top 5. Christian McCaffrey was in their top 10. George Kittle's, I think Stephon Gilmore was in there as well too. So there was some guys there. Quite frankly, to give my opinion, I don't think Michael Thomas is the 5th best player in the league. DeAndre Hopkins is in the top 10 as well. What blew my mind, I haven't been watching. I tried to catch up on it because I don't watch NFL Network no more, is that Todd Gurley made the fucking list. And what did he do last year? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you serious? But it's a lot of dudes that made the list that I question on the list that shouldn't be on the list. Odell Beckham, you know, he had a solid year last year, but he wasn't better than Kenny Galladay in Detroit, him or Jarvis Landry. But once again, you got to understand it's a popularity contest, and what players are they asking to vote is the question. You know what I'm saying? Who are these players you asking to vote? Are you asking the whole National Football League, which I know they not? So they just asking to select few numbers of players to vote. So at the end of the day, you know, when you playing football, you just talking about the guys you play against. You know, and the guys that get in the highlight. You don't know about the really good players that may not get the recognition to be on winning teams. So that's why it's kind of hard to get a player's opinion, because a player don't have that much time. They break down film, they study, but really you just worried about the ops that you playing. You're not worried about the other football players on other teams that you may not play at once every 4, 5, 6 years, whatever it may be. So that's something that you gotta understand as well too. So that's why the media is very important too. But a lot of times the media don't know nothing about football neither. But I'm fine with Russ being number 2. You know what I'm saying? You can make an argument that Russ is the best quarterback in football. My problem with Lamar Jackson is he good, but we know that shit ain't gonna last. You know, he can have it. He can get his flowers now. We seen when people kill me. It don't even matter about winning no more. Winning is the most underrated stat of all time. And I blame fucking LeBron James for that. You know, people, he did this. He scored this. He did. Did you win? Sports is about wins and losses. That's the most important stat. You got to have the other stats as well. The throw, the threes, the scoring, the rebounds, the touchdowns, the passing yards, the rushing yards. Those are important. But at the end of the day, what really separates you as a quarterback and in the National Basketball Association is wins and losses. And the argument that kills me is this. The argument that kills me first, he only did it for 1 year. He got to prove himself. Then why the fuck DK Metcalf on the list? You know what I'm saying? He only did it for 1 year. Lamar Jackson had a good half a year the season before 2019-18 season. He had a great season this year. You know what I'm saying? Off of one season, he get ranked number 1. Yeah, he had 1,200 rushing yards in 15 games, and he threw 36 touchdowns. That's cool, but when he came to the playoffs, he didn't do nothing. And people say, well, give me Lamar Jackson over Russell, or give me Lamar over Pat. He ain't even won a playoff game. You telling me he the number 1 player in the league? And before we start talking about this racial stuff or the politics stuff, well, Russell ain't a real brother, and Russ corny, and Patrick Mahomes, you know, he supported Trayvon Martin, and he supported George Zimmerman versus Trayvon Martin. That's cool, but y'all forget this motherfucker tweeted at Donald Trump and act like he was cool with Trump and Lamar Jackson. Hey, y'all talking about what's going on with Breonna Taylor, Drayshawn Reed, and Ahmaud Arbery and George Floyd. I ain't heard Lamar Jackson say one thing about it. So before y'all want to take it to a racial issue, I ain't heard him speak up and say nothing about what's going on like Marvin Gaye. So before y'all get out here and play this militant black card bull crap, you know what I'm saying, and try to diminish, you know, what Mahomes is or what Russell Wilson is or whatever the situation may be. Personally, you know, Lamar Jackson buddied up with Trump on Twitter, and you know, he ain't said nothing about what's going on. He ain't stand up with Kaepernick. Still haven't. You know, he just as bottom barrel as Dakota Prescott. You know, and that's just real. That's just real, bro. So before y'all try to make it about, oh, he a real brother, I don't know about that. I ain't heard him say one motherfucking thing. You know, he ain't talking about nothing for real, but like I said before, he ain't the best quarterback in the league. I don't care about the rushing yards. The rushing yards do not make you a great quarterback. Name me a quarterback that rushed for 1,000 yards that won a Super Bowl. Ain't seen it. You know what I'm saying? Cam Newton had that one little good year where he ran and he did all that. They ranked him the number one player in the league, and guess what? He was never seen again after that year. He was Houdini. You know what I'm saying? He was gone. Lamar Jackson had a really good year where he hit the tight end. He threw a lot of deep bombs. It was predicated off his ability to run. We talking about playing for the pocket, accuracy, winning. You know what I'm saying? Come on, you talking about Mahomes. Mahomes is like way better than Lamar. I take Watson over Lamar. You know what I'm saying? You put Watson in, and you put Lamar Jackson in Tech with the Houston Texans, I bet he don't be MVP. He just in a perfect organization where they got a structure for him to be successful. They got a great coach in John Harbaugh, great organization, but he ain't even in the top 5. I don't give a fuck if he won MVP or not. He ain't even in the top 5, bro. He just gonna be another Michael Vick, bro. Unless he learn to play from the pocket and deliver from the pocket, that's gonna happen every playoff season. He gonna get fucking bounced just like that. You can't run that many times to survive. He got a couple more years running like that. If a couple more years, he gonna be out this league. He gonna be with Andrew Luck. He gonna be following behind Cam Newton. Oh, Cam. They gonna be, oh, damn. They gonna be in the fucking hospital laying up with each other. You can't play the position like that. It's shown time and time again. He might be a little bit more durable than RG3. Boy, he don't take that many hits. You cannot run the ball like that. Unless he learn how to play from the pocket, he is not one of the 5 best players. And I don't give a fuck if he MVP or not. Don't care. He not better than Patrick Mahomes. If Patrick Mahomes tweeted out that little pencil board, like he already know what it is. He beat Lamar once. Lamar beat him once. You know, last year I think it was. And they beat him, but Mahomes beat him the year before last. It ain't even close. I take Russell over him. That dude playing street schoolyard football, hitting tight end, that's just the basic. He don't know how to go through his progressions and do nothing, bro. They just got a gimmicky scheme. We see this time and time again. RG3 had that little zone blocking running scheme, an option scheme. They caught up to it. Cam, they caught up to it. You know what I'm saying? You can go on and on and on. Tebow, they caught up with it. You know what I'm saying? Randall Cunningham, he kept getting knocked out of games till he learned to play from the pocket. And Steve Young, another one. Bounced around the league from the USFL here and kept getting popped. And he had to learn to play from the pocket. Straight up and down. When he got to learn to play from the pocket, he could be like number 6 or 7, but predominantly my top 5 is Mahomes, Wilson, Donald, Christian McCaffrey, and probably Deshaun Watson is my 5. And for them not to have Aaron Rodgers in the top 10 is kind of crazy to me, because he definitely better than George Kittle's. You know what I'm saying? Jimmy G being on the list is a Jimmy joke. Come on, man. Jimmy G ain't that damn good, man. Get out of here. Jimmy G being over Carson Wentz. You put Jimmy G in motherfucking Philadelphia and see how it worked out last year with no receivers. You know what I'm saying? Just keeping it 100. Todd Gurley be on the list. What one leg Todd Gurley do last season deserve to be on the list? Please tell me, bro. What did Todd Gurley do last year to deserve to be on the list? Come on, man. The list is a joke. But this is what you expect. You know, Lamar's was cool. He the next Vic. this, that, and the third. Last time I checked in my Nipsey Hussle voice, what did Michael Vick ever win? What did he win? A championship? He won one playoff game in Lambeau Field. Didn't win nothing. Went to Philadelphia. Aaron Rodgers did to Kirk Franklin. Stumped his ass out on the way to the Super Bowl. What did Michael Vick ever do? Never won nothing. People talking about Hall of Fame. Have you checked his numbers, my nigga? Hall of Fame? Man, fool, Hall of Shame. Michael Vick ain't. I've been saying Michael Vick was overrated. A folktale. Michael Vick was great. He was fast, but at the end of the day, you could be fast, you could run the ball, but the only way you're going to be a successful Super Bowl winning quarterback is you got to deliver from the pocket. That's it. All that dipping around there, that's cute. It's good to have extend plays, but if you can't throw the ball and deliver from the pocket, you ain't going to be. I don't want to be the next Michael fucking Vick, nigga. What did he win? That's people be killing me, bro. Like, what did he win? Nothing. Nothing. He won absolutely nothing. That's who you want to be? I don't want to be Joe, John, Tom. I want to win. I don't play this game. I don't play football not to win. People is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Lamar Jackson, what did he do in the playoffs? 2 years in a row. Talk about you the best in the league. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. You don't have a playoff win, bro. Tebow got one. You don't. You know, all that shit was cute. He was doing running and zipping and doing all that cute shit. But at the end of the day, it got an expiration date. When you run the ball that much, somebody gonna knock his muffin cap off top of his head. He gonna be all broken down. He better sit there, learn to deliver from the pocket, learn to chop dudes up under the field. They better get him on the digs, the deep ends, the out routes, the comeback routes, the curl route. They better get some intermediate because they gonna find a way to take him away underneath. They're going to make him do exactly what the Tennessee Titans did, beat him from the pocket. And when he can't beat you from the pocket, you take away Mark Andrews down the seams or tight end, he ain't got nothing else. He can't heat Hollywood Brown over the top. You know, he can't go through. Oh, he going to look deep. He going to look for Andrews. He going to look deep. Anything underneath, he don't know how to check it down. So they got to get him where he can use Willie Seed in the slot and be able to find those little holes in the zone. They got to get him an intermediate in a short game, passing game. And maybe getting them a running back that can catch underneath or something like that. But to be honest, bro, like his game is they gonna adjust. If he had the same season he had last year, I'd be surprised. You know, they gonna fuck him up this year. But if he make the adjustment, sit from the pocket, go through his progressions, and they really got to get him from going from it's either run or go deep. You know what I'm saying? They got to get him a short and intermediate game with those digs, them ins, them outs. And once he mastered that, checking it down to the running back and the drags and the slant, once he mastered that part of the football game, and he'll be able to have his wheel still and his deep passing, it's gonna be on like hot popcorn. But I disagree with him being number one. I don't know why the dog's fucking barking. But hey, don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can reach out if you got a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. Keep sharing the videos. Want to make a donation to the channel, Cash App, PayPal, description. Best way to donate to share the video. But if you want to reach out to me, all my social media links in the description, plus the Facebook group. Check out our NFL Talk playlist. One time for the one time. We gone.